Since I think back of my childhood, the way I was growing up, I was always a very, very shy person, not very self-confident, always having trouble in school, standing in front of a crowd, speaking up when we went out with friends. I was always the quiet girl, the one that never spoke. That basically prevented me from getting to know people closer and founding closer bonds to people in order not to feel lonely anymore. I didn't have family here, and it was very, very important for me to set up a group of friends that I would feel understood, and that I could go out with, and that I could speak with. I had a total amount of about 8 sessions. The treatment itself was always about 20 minutes, where I was asked questions, and basically it was not even me answering. It was my body answering the questions. In the short term, it took a while. I didn't quite see the effect of the treatment right away. But this is basically because you're so into your own habits and patterns that it's very hard to overcome. And only when you go a step back and you really give it a chance to try to be more open and not to stick to the behavior and patterns that you're used to, and that you see that it actually worked. That suddenly, here and there, I found that we were sitting and I was not afraid of speaking up my mind and to express what I was thinking. But that was only afterwards. It was not very conscious in the moment that I saw that I didn't have the trouble speaking up anymore. Or only when I was thinking back about the last meeting that we had, that I saw that it was actually, wow, I didn't hold back. And something that was not actually my main goal for the treatment, but I think that the treatment very much influenced, is that it gave me even more self-conscious and to make decisions. I was always very, very also shy to make decisions because I was always thinking about other people. The same way I was not speaking up in a crowd because I was afraid of what people might think about me. Every time I had to make a decision, I was taking into consideration what everybody around me might think or what everybody around me might expect. And suddenly I felt confident enough to decide things that were right for me, even though I saw in that situation that it might not be what people would have expected from me or people would have wanted me, but I was okay with just deciding what was right for me. And that was a big game changer, something I thought that was just simply my nature, that I'm a person who was always thinking too much and worrying too much. But no, that's something that actually can be changed, and even though that was not my main goal, that was practically the biggest relief that the treatment brought me.